let's apply the concepts of parallel and perpendicular lines in solving the following problems. Okay, the first problem, what is the value of k so that the line x plus the quantity of 3k minus 2 close quantity y plus 10 equals 0 is parallel to the line x plus 5y plus 2 equals 0. Now, we know that the two lines are parallel. So let line 1 be the line x plus the quantity of 3k minus 2 close quantity y plus 10 is equal to 0. And line 2 be the line x plus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now, since the two lines are parallel, it follows that slope of line 1 is equal to the slope of line 2. Okay, so we need to find the slope of each line. So for line 1, okay, let's first identify the values of a and b. So the value of a is 1, which is the numerical coefficient of x. Then where b is equal to the numerical coefficient of y, which is 3k minus 2. Okay, so the slope of this line, so since slope is equal to negative a over b, substitute the values. So where a is negative 1, so negative 1 over 3k minus 2. So this is the slope of line 1. Now, next, we need to find the slope of line 2. But first, let's identify the values of a and b. So in this case, the value of a is also 1, and the value of b is 5. Okay, so therefore, the slope of line 2 using negative a over b is equal to negative 1 over 5. Take note that the two lines are parallel. So therefore, slope of line 1 is equal to the slope of line 2. Okay? Now, since the slope of line 2 is equal to negative 1 over 5, it follows that the slope of line 1 is also equal to negative 1/5. Now, equate this, or solving this equation. So that is negative 1 over 3k minus 2 equals negative 1/5. So, multiply the whole equation by the LCD. So, what is the LCD? So, it's 5 times 3k minus 2. So, this is minus. So, 5 times 3k minus 2. Then, so 5 times the quantity of 3k minus 2 times negative 1 over 3k minus 2. So, cancel 3k minus 2. Then, multiply 5 and negative 1, which is equal to negative 5. Equals negative 1/5 times 5 times the quantity of 3k minus 2. So, cancel 5. Then, negative 1 times the quantity of 3k minus 2. And then, simplify further by using the distributive property. So, multiply negative 1 to 3k minus 2. So, that one equals negative 5 is equal to, so the product of negative 1 and 3k is equal to negative 3k. Negative 1 times negative 2, which is equal to positive 2. And then, adding negative 2 on both sides of the equation. That one is equal to negative 5 minus 2 is equal to negative 3k. So, negative 5 minus 2, which is equal to negative 7, equals negative 3k. Since we're looking for the value of k, then divide both sides by negative 3. So, cancel here. Therefore, the value of k now is, so dividing negative number over negative number is positive. So, therefore, the value of k is 7 over 3. Okay. Okay, let's have another problem. Find y if the line through A and B, where A has coordinates of -1, 2, and coordinates of B are 3, 5, is perpendicular to the line through -2, 4, and the point 4, y. So the two lines are perpendicular. Okay? So the two lines are perpendicular. So let line 1 be the line that contains the points A and B. Okay, so where coordinates of A are -1, 2, then coordinates of B, 3, 5. Then line 2 be the line that contains the points -2, 4 and the point 4, y. The two lines are perpendicular. So it follows that the slope of the one line is equal to the negative reciprocal of the slope of the other line. And the product of these slopes is equal to -1. So the slope of line 1 times the slope of line 2 is equal to -1. So we need to find the slope of each line. So formula of slope given ordered pairs, that is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Now let's find the slope of the first line. Slope of line 1, so that is 3 minus 2. That is 5 minus 2. Okay, this is 5. Okay, again, 5 minus 2. Then over 3 minus -1. Okay, simplify. So 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. So 3 minus -1. So this one, negative times negative becomes positive 1. Then add it to 3, that one becomes 4. So therefore, the slope of line 1 is equal to 3/4. How about the slope of line 2? So line 2, so y minus 4 over 4 minus -2. So simplify y minus 4 over 4. This one, so negative times negative equals positive. So that one becomes positive 2. So therefore, slope of line 2 is equal to y minus 4 over 6. Take note that the two lines are perpendicular. So meaning to say, if the slope of line 1 is equal to 3/4, then the numerical value of the slope of line 2 is equal to the negative reciprocal of 3/4, which is -4/3. So therefore, the numerical value of the slope of line 2 is equal to -4/3, which is equal to y minus 4 over 6. Then solve this equation. So -4/3 equals y minus 4 over 6. So again, multiply the whole equation by the LCD, which is 6. So 6 times -4/3, so cancel 6 and 3. So 6 becomes 2. This one becomes 1. Then multiply 2 and -4. So the product is equal to -8. Then equals, so in here cancel 6. So that one equals y minus 4. Then add 4 on both sides. So that one is negative 8 plus 4 is equal to y. So negative 8 plus 4 is equal to negative 4, which is equal to y. So therefore, the value of y is negative 4. So let's have another problem. So for what value of k is the line 6y plus the quantity of 2k minus 1 closed quantity x equals 12 perpendicular to 3y minus 2x is equal to 6? So again, the two lines are perpendicular. So recall that perpendicular lines, one slope is equal to the negative reciprocal of the other slope. So, but first we need to determine the slope of each line. So, let line 1 be the line 6y plus the quantity of 2k minus 1 closed quantity x is equal to 12. And B, line 2, be the line 3y minus 2x is equal to 6. Okay? So, again, find the slope of each line. So, but first we need to identify the values of a and b. So, the value of a here is, of course, the numerical coefficient of x, which is 2k minus 1. And the value of b is 6. So, where slope is equal to negative a over b. Substitute. So, negative, then the value of a is quantity of 2k minus 1 over the value of b, which is equal to 6. Okay, so this is the slope of line 1. How about line 2? So in this case, the value of a is equal to negative 2, where the value of b is equal to 3. Again, using negative a over b to find the slope. So therefore, the slope of line 2 is equal to negative, where a is equal to negative 2 over 3. So therefore, the slope of line 2 is equal to positive 2/3. Remember, the two lines are perpendicular. So what is the slope of line 1 if the slope of line 2 is 2/3? So, get the negative reciprocal of 2/3, which is equal to negative 3/2. So that is the slope of line 1. So line 1, slope of line 1 is equal to negative 3/2. Now equate this to slope of line 1 is equal to negative quantity of 2k minus 1 over 6, where the numerical value or the slope of line 1 is equal to negative 3/2. This is the slope. Equals negative quantity of 2k minus 1 over 6. And then multiply both sides by the LCD. So the LCD of 2 and 6 is 6. Then 6 times negative 3/2. That is, so cancel 6 and 2, that one is 3. So 3 times 3 is equal to negative 9. Equals, so in here cancel 6. That one becomes negative times the quantity of 2k minus 1. So simplify. Negative 9 is equal to negative 1 times 2k is equal to negative 2k. Negative 1 times negative 1 is equal to positive 1. And then, add negative 1 on both sides. Okay, so that is negative 9 minus 1 is equal to negative 2k. So negative 9 minus 1 is equal to negative 10, which is equal to negative 2k. And then, divide the whole equation by negative 2. So negative 10 divided by negative 2, which is equal to positive 5. Then in here cancel 2. Okay? So that one is k. So therefore, the value of k is equal to 5. Okay, let's have the last problem. Find y if the line through A, negative 1, 2, and B with coordinates 3, 5 is parallel to the line through 0, negative 1, and 6y. So the two lines are parallel. So let line 1 be the line that contains the points AB. So where coordinates of A are negative 1, 2, coordinates of B are 3, 5. And then let line 2 be the line that contains the point 0, negative 1 and the point 6y. Now, line 1 is parallel to line 2. So it follows that the slope of line 1 is equal to the slope of line 2. Okay? So, let's find the slope of each line. So recall that slope is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So slope of line 1, so using the points negative 1, 2, and 3, 5. So slope of line 1 is equal to, so 5 minus 2 over 3 minus negative 1. So that is, so 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. And then in here, so 3 minus negative 1, this one is negative times negative becomes positive. So that is positive 1, and add it to 3, that one becomes 4. So the slope of line 1 is equal to 3/4. How about line 2? So what is the slope of line 2? So slope of line 2, so using the point 0, negative 1, and 6y. So that is y minus negative 1 over 6 minus 0. So simplify. So y minus negative 1, this one becomes positive. So y plus 1 over 6 minus 0 is equal to 6. So the two lines are parallel. So this one follows that the slope of line 1 is equal to the slope of line 2. So therefore, the numerical value of line 2, the numerical value of the slope of line 2 is equal to 3/4. Okay. Since slope of line 2 is equal to y plus 1 over 6. So substitute the value of 3/4 in here. So using slope of line 2 equals y plus 1 over 6, where the numerical value of slope of line 2 is 3/4. So substitute. So 3/4 is equal to y plus 1 over 6. So multiply both sides by the LCD. So what is the LCD of 4 and 6? So it's 12. Then multiply both sides by 12. So 12 times 3/4. So cancel 12 and 4. So 12 becomes 3 and 4 becomes 1. So 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Then equals. So y plus 1 over 6 times 12. So cancel 6 and 12. So 12 becomes 2. Then multiply to y plus 1. So 2 times y plus 1. So simplify. 2 times y is equal to 2y. Then 2 times 1 equals 2. then which is equal to 9. And then add negative 2 on both sides of the equation. So that is 9 minus 2 is equal to 2y. So, and then 9 minus 2 is equal to 7, which is equal to 2y. And then divide both sides by 2. So, therefore, the value of y is 7 halves. So, y is equal to 7 over 2.